luxury ways.
It is. What do you think? With the ABBA, of course, you have that classic cheese combo.
The thing is, they are up against the A.
Yes.
A stops what you're gonna do with the Abaddon and the Whis.
Yeah, but he doesn't stop the axe, though, right? Of course, you now need that level 20. Ice Frog decided it's a little bit ridiculous that you can win $8 million by just farming to level 15 on one hero. So he decided to move it up to the 20 talent. The Spirit's actually no longer slow as well, which takes a lot of the...
How is it unfair when they are the only ones doing it? No one else believed that it could work.
Someone else did it at TI9, didn't they? I don't remember off the top of my head. Someone else used it. Not against them, though. OG, they were the ones to be using it. But this last pick, Lifestealer, though, the Golden Retriever set that Jackie now has is going to be a little bit difficult for them, though, isn't it? Especially because of how well of a lane matchup he has. And really, the only thing he needs to be careful for is the lasso.
Yeah, it was a very, very good 24th pick. We were speculating about the Lifestealer being a very strong ultimate last pick there. Only needs to worry about the lasso, and he has the Legion to bail him out from that. He has a good lane matchup against the Centaur. They have no other heroes that can deal with the Rage. Just overall a very, very solid pick. Yep. Boom has to do very well from the lanes. They have to be exceptionally ahead during the laning phase for them to be able to run this Lifestealer over.
Yeah, that's going to be the important part here, and you're not going to be allowed to do that one either with the Stampede. As I mean, once he's raged, he's got basically a free TP out at this point.
They're gonna have the global presence later. I feel like maybe they can't deal with the Lifestealer directly, but their heroes are gonna be able to farm the map. They're gonna have probably a travel on the bat. There's gonna be a relocate. There's gonna be a stampede. Yeah, I feel like they could just try to out-farm them.
Really? A travel on the position 4 bat? I mean, it's pretty core on the item.
Yeah,
you
but
need the mobility.
You still want to buy travel even if you're
so expensive, though. That's basically all he's gonna have.
It's like the core of the hero. Like when you're playing support, if you're not buying a travel, what are you gonna buy? Drums? You
can go. There's a few different items. Drums, mech. What's the other one? Not Solar Crest.
To be Bat Rider,
medallion.
To be Bat Rider, you need the Bat Mobile. The boots of travel.
The Bat Mobile. That is absolutely correct. If that is not mobile, he cannot save Gotham, and they're in for some serious troubles there, right?
Commissioner Gordon will be upset.
It's going to be very upset indeed. As top lane, we actually don't have the Dispel up there, the LC, so that is going to be making this lane a little bit more difficult for the AA. So that's going to be something to just watch out for. Keep your eyes on that matchup. But mid lane is going pretty well here. We're just about even for both heroes. Makoto up to 4 souls. I like to say this every single time SF is picked. But they did rework the Necromastery, so it's not as punishing for an early death or even a mid-game death. You don't have to farm those 36 souls back up. Now you're just back up to 20. So it really helps the hero.
Yeah, we've seen them use this hero 2 days ago.
The Courier.
They put him as like a carry, like a win condition, a semi-win condition with like a physical damage with what? SMY, Satanic.
That's a big mistake actually. Hyde could have killed that Courier before. I think they probably had the stick, but that was full wand being delivered just now, and he could have easily killed that Courier. Sorry, continue your point though.
I forgot my point thanks to you.
Ah, well, I apologize.
SF being a win condition.
SF being a win condition, indeed.
He's gonna share it with, I'm not sure how strong the IO is gonna be as a win condition right now. It's probably gonna have to share some of the burden with the Shadow Fiend as a tower damage. Because I think what they're gonna look to achieve is like the SF is gonna have a lot of like tanky items, and the IO is actually gonna be playing more of like a supporting role for the Shadow Fiend later in the game.
I'm not sure about that, because the carry Wisp really, I mean, it's bread and butter. In fact, it's
you rush the Axe. Okay, you rush the Axe, but later in the game, you're not gonna close out. You're not gonna kill the buildings, you know?
Yeah, but the point I bring that up is that the Wisp, Dreamcell's not gonna be joining Makoto here for these early engagements, these early pushes. Maybe he's gonna join the Talon, much like a Spectre is, because of the global presence.
Later in the game, I feel like they could make it so that the Shadow Fiend becomes their win condition. They have the Abaddon and Io to back him up.
Yeah.
In the early game, the Io gets its Aghanims, and you're gonna try to fight, and I think you're probably gonna play with the Abaddon most of the time.
Yeah.
Because you're strong together.
Yeah.
But after the mid-late game, when the Shadow Fiend acquires enough items and you're pushing, you're gonna want to play with him.
Yeah. Level 2.
And you can fight to the death!
Yeah, they're trying to.
To the death.
just getting a bit low. I mean, all this trading is going to just end up being much more efficient here for Boom Esports, though.
Yeah, they have to be careful not to get baited in because of the heals here.
Yeah, it's some pretty dumb heals that you have, especially under the tower. Oh my, it's beginning to get
Dire's top tower is under attack.
no bat mobile, and the golden retriever is going to kill him. It's the new
Radiant
Bat Rider
structures are
villain.
fortified.
So they're actually going to get a kill onto Dreamsol as well down
Oh,
bottom.
what happened to the heals? Oh, he has no heal?
No, so something that I actually noticed was that Kezcube, I'm not sure if it was Kezcube or Dreamsol, it was probably Kezcube, but he ended up using the heal himself on himself rather than the Wisp. Which
Mistakes were made.
is a mistake, yeah.
But don't you want to have 1-1-1 at least because of the value of having the 1 point missed call for the heal during tether?
I would be inclined to agree with you.
0-2-1 is not efficient.
No.
He doesn't. I think he doesn't really play. Like generally, it happens to people who don't play IO. You forget about the value point in like getting a heal or getting a sound pop on the IO instead of yourself because generally you don't have the hero in the game.
Yeah.
And you don't really think about that.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because, of course, that is the position 5 hero there. He's playing on the ABBA this time, right? So it seems like something he might remember. And, you know, to his credit, they did heavily nerf Tether early on in order to try and force you to take some more levels. Wow! It's only like 1.1 times the healing given. It used to be 1.5 at every single level, but now it's quite low. As you can see, the healing amp.
0.6.
Yeah, it's not really that much.
It's still value.
It's still value. I mean, because of course you're getting basically at least 2 point whatever times the efficiency out of the single healing cell.
It's still. I feel like it's still good enough to take 1 point. I'm not saying that you should max the missed call in the lane.
Yeah,
but it's good to have 1 point.
Exactly, and I completely agree with you there. As we will be going for your classic first item, which maybe he's actually not even going to fight with the ABBA. Maybe he's going to get a Centaur Conqueror, and you know,
fight with himself.
Friendship ended with ABBA. Centaur Conqueror is now my best friend, and not even Centaur War Runner, just his small cousin is what he prefers to fight with.
Oh, now that's lore too? Small cousin?
Yeah, I don't know if that's lore, but I'd like to think it is.
Blame everything on the law.
Blame everything on the lore as well. A lot of people were a bit disappointed in the changes to the
Dire's
Centaur
courier
War
has been
Runner. Were
killed.
you among those because of the basically
Dire's
of
courier
the
has been
passive
killed.
Retaliator return now being changed into kind of a boring passive, with the upswing, of course, that now everything is just back to a multiplier of your strength.
I don't really fancy the hero.
Okay.
I don't like playing
Radiant are
this hero.
scanning.
Some fans would be disappointed to hear that, as FBZ will be baited out. And they might even get 2 here, as Hyde actually getting a comp. That's going to be a 2-for-1 special here
Dire's
for
middle tower
Fearless.
is under attack.
That's why you need to control the runes. Runes are going to create a lot of opportunities for you.
Nice job there. Of course, to Samuel, you can change the circle as many times you want. Whoa, the damage there. I think you need to be careful.
Heal
The
my
heal
friend.
trying to come through. Look at that. Dreamsol is going for the
5-1, 3-1 bonus.
BOGO, indeed. As he even gets both of those kills himself. Yeah, Makoto just walking over to see if he can get a kill in return.
I'm trying to help guys, but I am a shadow
I'm
friend.
helping, but I'm a shadow friend.
I do not
Indeed.
have disabled.
Oh, that was in the replay.
I feel like it's going to be a defensive tool here for him, or maybe you're going to land some with the lasso, pulling someone.
Yeah, lasso. I was thinking, I mean, you want to really kill these supports. We saw how impactful a Rubik versus a Bat Rider could be yesterday in our series, right? Nearly turning the game against, who was a Geek Fam, wasn't it? They almost got it going on.
And here we go. Void Spirits again rotating, but that's an Observer at this time, so they know he is coming. They know he's not going to be able to move. So are they going to be able to take advantage of this? They don't really have heroes that can gank, because both of their supports have no stuns.
Yeah. Well, not
Yet.
true.
Yet.
Not yet. Not yet they don't, but already you can see the stack beginning to form.
You know they don't have stuns now.
No, but Requiem, as soon as he levels it.
Their supports.
I know. So already I think we saw a
You're
triple.
calling Shadow Friend a support?
Well, he does have some lockdown, as the Rubik will be TPing top. Speaking of lockdown, they're going to try for FZ. He's got Stampede here, even with the open wound. I don't really see how this is going to be possible. Rubik might close the gap, as no, the cold feet are not going to do the trick in time. Actually just 1 rotation for Zod, but a TP is quite meaningful off of Rubik. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going a bit far for this. He's got plenty of friends for him now. Fearless looking to try and man fight.
That's very nice.
Good shades. We don't actually have another Astral Step, but another 8th Remnant might buy enough time.
Very nice. All right.
Nicely done.
Well played. Well, played.
Did a good job there using the terrain to his
And
advantage.
he also saved one extra step. He didn't fully come because he knows that he might not be able to get the kill, and he's just like baiting heroes to TP and getting out. And he even forced the stampede. That's a huge man,
Bottom
you know.
tower is under
It's all it
attack.
takes. It's all it takes. As there's the Helm of the Dominator. New best friend is enemy melee creep. He's going to be running
Radiant's
around
top
with,
tower is under attack.
which you know, it's just basically
So
there
what's
to
the
tank.
build? So you go Helm, and then what do you do?
Usually you go Helm, maybe one more utility item,
And
if
then
you're
the
a bit
axe.
greedy, and then straight into that Aghanim Scepter.
What is the item, the middle item, after the Helm? So do you go like a drums or
Looking here.
Vlads?
I don't know. I don't think you go drums this game. If Vlad's has some value for your SF, like you said, it's going to be a heavy right-clicking game
How
for
about
him.
Solar Crest? Is that?
No, not on a core wisp. You definitely Solar Crest is going to be too expensive, first of all, and the medallion doesn't offer you nearly enough, especially because as a wisp.
Vlads is the only middle ground.
Basically, Vlad's or a drums I could realistically see here for the wisp, but because I think we have an SF, I think he's just going to go straight for the Ags after the next one. Maybe a bracer or something, just to keep him a little bit tankier.
Bracer.
Do nicely.
Bracer for core IO.
Yeah,
I guess it's still useful.
yeah, it's still quite useful for him.
But you need to be greedy.
I agree. I don't know. I'm part of me is thinking, oh, go a Midas, but I think Motivade trusts they're a little bit
Midas?
too fast for a Midas this game on a wisp.
Lifestealer's the only one going for a Might. Is he going for a Might? Oh no,
He's going for
skipping.
Armlet. No, is that Midas already? Wow. Okay,
Okay,
fast
that's
Midas. Wow, Boots, Wand, and Midas here.
Not exactly the fastest. He went Faith Boots first. If he rushed the Midas with Brown Boots, then it will be fast.
Radiant
I think it's
are
fast
scanning.
considering the items he hits, but I acknowledge your point. He's got full boots.
Sometimes
Sometimes
not going full greed.
he's not going full green, and I think that's going to be to his benefit. As we see our SF first across the CS threshold. He's looking to fight here, maybe just looking to poke some ultis out.
What Spirit making some plays again, trying to. I think they were trying to see if they're stacked so they could clear. But the Shadowfin already. I think he already cleared everything.
Is that bounty rune really still top? Just chilling there for a whole minute? Okay, that's just a casual Dota bug. No worries. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think a Wisp has actually began to farm a few stacks. You can see he's just been chilling in the jungle. He's now bottom lane. Oh, interesting. He's going for a halberd. You
like it? Yeah.
No, I don't.
I
don't like the halberd.
But he likes the helmet.
He does, and well, the Void's got eyes for him as well. Hyde. Right, actually, both guys run into the Ice Blast. Kesku gonna make the rotation over, but this Wisp is going to die. Ready with the kill there. As Hyde running on in, he will die next. There we go. Now we got this what we're looking for. The Aphotic Shield, so now you have a second Dispel. As they're looking to maybe try and turn, they will connect. Here comes Shadow full stun. A Shadow Friend rotating over from the middle lane, as that's going to be Hyde getting controlled through the Stampede. That'll slow him down significantly. Makoto instead going for Q, but they have plenty of Dispels for him, as Makoto free to TP out. Q on a sliver of HP.
Not exactly the IO. The IO is more like a
Dyer's
secondary
top
supporting
tower
core
is
here.
under attack.
I
Radiant's
agree
bottom
to
tower
an
is
extent.
under attack.
I would say that you definitely need the asset here on Makoto. Also, that's a big death on him.
So that's
actually.
on me.
That's on you. No, but I agree. He definitely needs to be the win condition here early on. So that death is massive. Also, a second DD rune for
Radiant's
Fearless.
bottom
Thank you very
tower
much.
has fallen.
But
Runes.
Dyer's
Runes
top
that's
tower
why we've
is
always
under
been talking
attack.
about how important it
Dyer's
is,
top
like,
tower
especially
has
during a
fallen.
4-minute rune, 6-minute rune. These two timings you want to control.
But my point more being the fact that I think the core Wisp comes in for your extra ridiculous power spike, especially at level 20.
Radiant
I think that's why, by the way, he's
structures
going
are
for the
fortified.
intermediate item, because the X
Dyer's
isn't all
top
that good
tower
until you're
is
level
under
20.
attack.
Pardon me.
But
So
you would prefer the Vlads as the intermediate.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
think
under
this game
attack.
specifically, yes. But just to finish off my point, you need the SF to be fighting here. You need him to be your tempo, and then you need Wisp to come in right
he
into
needs
20
to
with the
be-
Ags to slap him in the face with the spirits and send him to
He
game.
just needs to
Dyer's
be a
top tower
tanky
is
hero. He
under
needs to be the
attack.
frontline tower damage and everything. Even
As,
though, as much as you think that the Wiz can do damage with
Radiant's
the
middle
Aghanim
tower
I feel
is
like
under
the true
attack.
carry is going to be the Shadow Fiend. He's going to be clicking on the towers.
I think it's going to be actually more onto the ABBA, really, to stand in front and be the tank. No, I'm serious as the support. Yes, you're going to have the SF from behind.
Are you talking about the Abba yesterday when he was so rich? Not this
Not
Abba.
this ABBA, very different
Radiant's
ABBA, but I
middle
think the
tower
Wisp is
has
probably going to
fallen.
end up being tethered to him. Could be the SF in some pushes. We'll see if it even gets that far as Motivate Trust. They're going to take that tier
I'll
1
keep
mid.
calm. Every fight, who does Dream or Cell tether?
Who does Dream of Cell tether? Currently, it's the Hill.
Loser
troll.
buys drinks later.
Okay.
Oh wait, you already bought drinks.
Deal. Deal. That's fair. That's fair.
Dire's top
But he's going to be
tower
making
is
way
under
towards
attack.
that Sanj. A little bit more. Yeah, the Halberds, I mean, it's okay this game, but we might even get caught here as the rotation. Astral step forward. The 8th of it. Nope, it's only going to catch the Hill Troll instead. Spell stolen here is, I'm not too sure. There it is. It's the Life Stealer down there. But I don't think he's going to be able to catch up in time. Like I said, there's just simply, oh, they got Ice Blasted as well, so they're going to be forced to back off. There's just no catch besides the lasso.
Yeah, but by the way, I think F4 is probably the best thing he can steal in the game here. And the Centaur Storm probably... Yeah, but F4 has a lot more utility.
Yes, absolutely. Because that allows now, that
Radiant's
changes the
middle
dynamic of how your
tower is
LC
under
has to
attack.
play.
Talking about how bad Rider is the only disabled.
Yeah, speaking of disabled, they will find the Void Spirit into the Wisp Spirits. He goes and gets plenty of damage.
He's trying to steal it. Oh yeah, he got the
trying to steal it, and he stole it, but he pays a bit heavy for that one.
game. He's been playing a flawless 50 minutes on the Void Spirit.
It is. McCall sometimes reminds me a bit of Carl, where he plays as, there goes the first duel victory over to Masaros in the mid lane. He reminds me of Carl sometimes when he plays a really aggressive, really aggressive, quite flashy heroes, and sometimes he just blinks into 5 enemy heroes thinking he can get away with it. All right.
Similar in some ways, but they are good at different kind of heroes. But I feel like Mikoto and Carl there are certain things similar about how they play, but I wouldn't say that they would play the same kind of heroes.
Interesting. Okay. But you're saying Mikoto is more suited for a win condition here, like the SF, because, you know, he's going to be pretty calm. He's not going for a blink, build, you know.
Like you said, he still plays too aggressive because it's in his nature.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player. He's above 10K. I think we have to
go for like Desolator.
But Matt, you'd think so, right? You'd think he would be going for the Deso, and indeed he is. That's going to be the item right here.
So
it's it.
Helmet seems good too, right? Because you can stop the SF from doing damage.
Yes, you can. Nice ice flash over into Stampede, nicely done. It's going to be a lasso for support, and all you give up in exchange really is just to press the attack.
Yeah, and they use Stampede. Dire's going to have the timing soon. They're going to have a Blink LC with a Desolator Lifestealer Bomb, which is going to be very terrifying.
It is, especially against like an ideal target such as FBZ. They're just going to jump him now here. No nakes needed. Can they get the kill? Oh, he's actually going to be okay. Wisp relocated in along with Keshu. FBZ still alive, trying to run his way. Catch him, they did miss, but the extra auto attack coming out from Blue Bell will snag, but Life Stealer now it's serious trouble. The Infested will not save his life.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Exit the Infest.
Yeah, maybe he was going for a bit of a fancy play there.
Or did he go into a creep and creep dive?
I think it must have been a lower creep there. And perfect timing here as well. I think maybe you're right, he should have stayed there a bit longer because that Wisp relocate was right about to bring him back. You can see he's right straight back to farming in the top lane.
But it was pretty crucial here. They initiated with the lift into the duel, but the Ice Blast here didn't land on the Centaur, and they took some more time to kill the Centaur as a result of that.
Yep, they purged
it.
It
was actually pretty late. Now he was sweeping in. Casting the Ice.
Find one here onto our SF, and they will not.
There goes your win condition. There goes your SF.
That's going to be a bit tough here. Masaro's thinking of looking for more, but he's going to go ahead and back off now. Ooh, yeah, that's a big deal here, and it's a bit, I don't want to say sloppy, but it's a little.
Where was he farming?
Yeah,
okay, Richie, tell me where was
he
farming?
Where was he farming? Right, that's my question. I mean, you've seen Motivade Trust. They've engaged you here on this mid lane already 3 times. It's worked in your favor once, maybe twice, but to try it a 3rd time is really risky.
Yeah.
Really risky. Our past 3 engagements have all been
he was farming the dangerous area for sure. I mean, SF is under the category of a hero
Radiant's
that clear the
bottom
creep
tower
script,
is
but
under
I think he
attack.
died because he cleared the lane and then he was farming the camp on the right.
He's quite vulnerable as well
Dire's
to this lineup here of
structures
Motivate
are
Trust,
fortified.
right? Where he's not a very
Radiant's
mobile hero,
bottom
and
tower is
Motivate
under
Trust
attack.
quite mobile indeed, especially with the Blink Dagger on Masaros.
They still want to defend when the SF
They
is
can.
soul.
The ultis are back up. 10 souls doesn't even matter. They're going to be that high looking for a target right there. Getting ran down, the Ice Bomb is only catching on to the Wisp. That might dissuade him here for just a little bit, as FBZ also controlled, cannot get a blink off. Jackie still doing quite well as FBZ goes over to contest the farm, and they have gotten here a route onto our Void Spirit out from the Hill Troll. They're going to go ahead and just try and take a disengage.
They want to re-engage maybe?
Oh yeah, with the haste actually there onto Fearless, they might decide
coming
to go
from
for it.
the
Makoto does have a DD rune here though, so he's got even if he is missing 5 souls now. Can he get the job done? And the BKB as well. There goes Dream himself going on to the real core as as you might say, but Jackie able to out-heal.
Oh my god.
Trying to go for Kescu, but no HP. It's the game there. The damage over the heals, along with the toggling of the arm.
Normally fight Shadow Fiend with DD and IO plus a Baden backing him up.
Yeah. So the problem is there as well is that he tried to turn over to the Abba to like don't heal at all off borrow time. He popped the borrow time immediately. He's like, no, you're not healing at all from me.
Yeah, overextending it.
Overextending, and a great job there.
Maybe they didn't know he had BKB completed. That's why they wanted to re-engage.
To be quite honest, that shocked me as well. But a perfectly timed BKB
Radiant's
there will put him right back up to 20 souls,
attack.
collecting a second kill here onto the Lifestealer, and that puts him right back into it despite being down 3k.
You're starting to see the slash damage dealer standing in front. He's going to be tethered to the IO. A Baden is going to be keeping them alive. And Santo and Batrider is going to be...
Oh my god, they come forward. He's running across the line into the rear. Nicely done. Great control. I mean, that's quite literally 2/3 of all the control this entire team has, and they landed onto Ron, but they're going to be going on to Dream Assault. He does have the Stampede, but can go absolutely nowhere.
So imagine game going late and Santo has Axe as well to save them.
If we can finish this Crimson later, we can talk about that.
We've seen so many games, the pipe has been a big turning point in the game.
Who's the offlaner? Who's always building it before that you really enjoyed seeing
as well?
Yep.
In the right game is always good, and especially we've been seeing a lot of this Nature's Prophet off lane being picked that didn't work out, and sometimes I feel like pipe was the item that they needed to go for in certain games. But right now, Masaros is trying to look for an initiation.
Yep, the duel, they want Makoto, but he's Ice Blast coming in, that's gonna hit him.
Okay, that's good.
That is pretty good.
BKB wasted.
A 9-second BKB there. Hyde might be looking for an engagement, but he's not
Radiant's
gonna be able to.
middle
That's actually a really good use.
Now they're gonna go back in. They've lost nothing except for Ice Blast. And Fest bombed up.
They need the Ice Blast to kill him. No Ice Blast, no kill.
I have to agree with you there, my friend. I have to agree with you.
Too much heal, Richie.
Not enough right click. You might be able to out-sustain them, but with a Wisp, that's quite a risky proposition. Trying to out-sustain him. There's going to be some control on the FPZ. They're not. They're just tickling it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He is not diving, but coming right back in. It will connect one. And get the kill onto FPZ, but there's going to be another lasso. That's going to net them the kill onto the LC, as well as getting netted up. The
Lifestealer cannot fight this Shadow Fiend.
No, he's not able to do so even without the BKB. That was relatively a good engagement there, Windsor. What went wrong? Just the Ice Blast?
Mostly the Ice Blast.
That's 1/3 of the control.
Yeah, you jump in, you have to eliminate the first target with the duel. After that, if you don't kill the first hero, then he casts some spells, then it's fine for him to die after that. He doesn't care. He takes the LC with him, and it becomes a bad trade for Trust because it's a support for a core in the end of the day.
Rubik still tethered, by the way. Always a funny spell to see him use. Never know when that might come in handy. And the Aghanim Scepter completed here on our Void Spirit, so I think we might see him play a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you might even say without fear or fearless, perhaps. So there we go.
The silence is going to be crucial for him to... His job is basically to go behind the back line and silence either the IO, even the Batrider or the Baden, the 3 heroes.
Yeah, the Abba would be great, but that's an even better catch. Oh, I thought that was the SF. I apologize. It's just the Batrider. That's okay. He was doing his job.
Tanking the gang.
Tanking the gang.
And just picking up a bounty rune. He got the bounty rune.
Yep.
Wolf.
Only an extra 20 damage. Totally of 40. Total, rather, of 40.
Relocate?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's I would, because you're going to get the talent regardless of 30 anyway, if the game actually goes that late. Yeah, definitely. So it is going to be the SF, but piggybacking off of that will be the Wisp. So the important person to disarm, of course, will always be the SF, because if you disarm the Wisp, it's not going to stop Jack coming through. Oh, yeah. Jack, they're going to catch him. Oh, Masaros, he's not. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. Nice. They're going to catch him. That's going to actually the Ice Blast will come in, and that's going to be a 3-1. They are going to be debuffed over, but Makoto pops the BKB, looking to continue to fight Jackie, jumping in and distracting. Fearless, he's got to distract him, and he will sacrifice.
And he got silenced by the Baden's passive.
Oh, actually got hit 4 times.
4 right clicks.
They had him anyway.
The Baden silences him and used the yield on another hero, so he couldn't get out of it.
I like this, going straight into Roche. What a fantastic run there.
Look at how strong they are right now. Sure, we've been talking about, oh, they only have 1 disabled. They don't really have much reliable stuns, but they are very strong when they're standing together.
What do you do? Does Motivade just not fight them? Maybe just go for simple pickoffs and that's it?
Your Shan has fallen to the ring.
They just felt like because they had like a 4 or 5k lead, they felt like, oh, we are actually stronger than them. But they sort of like underestimated that when they're standing together with the IO and your Ice Blast does not land or somehow he couldn't land it in time, you're not going to be able to kill anything.
Radiant's
Ice
bottom
Blast is
tower
actually the
is
most
under
important
attack.
weapon in their arsenal right now.
It is. It's quite important getting rid of all that
Because
sustain.
they don't have a vessel, right? Nobody has a vessel, so there's no way for them to stop all that healing.
What, you don't need a vessel. You pick the vessel carry, or the vessel hero, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is for. You don't pick him for cold feet. You don't pick him for the chilly fingers. No. Chilly fingers, indeed. It still has that Yule, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to kill him. Makoto, though, no ulti, no stampede. One target he goes. Is that going to be enough damage from Makoto? The lockdown is there. Spell stolen. Ice Blast are connecting onto 4. Actually hitting 5 heroes with the debuff, but they can't really find this without their LC. In fact, Fearless has to keep running away for his life.
Yeah, lifesteal wasn't there, so there's no damage coming in. Once Ice
Radiant's
Blast
top tower
lands, they
is
have to
under
kill them.
attack.
If they don't have enough to kill them during that period
Radiant's
of time,
bottom
during the
tower
debuff,
is under
they're
attack.
gonna have a lot of trouble.
Has fallen.
Yeah, it was nerfed as well. You can no longer just build an axe and forget
Dire's
about
top
it.
tower
You know,
is
8 of the
under
power spike.
No, it just needs to wait for the Roshan's Aghanim.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do I
Radiant's
build it?
bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I do suspect he's going to be willing to go for the relocate, especially since Motivade seemingly are very willing to engage them.
And look at the creep, he
Dire
has the
are
Alpha
scary.
Wolf carry items.
Yeah, got a lot of strength, this Wisp. 110, a lot of damage for him. Team's gonna smoke up as Dream Assaults continue to farm. Much like the Spectre, we'll see him when the fight starts to break out. The question is, who can they catch? The LC is an ideal target for sure.
AA, they need to kill AA.
That would
If
be
AA
worth
is
it.
there, the fight, I don't think they can win the fight on Dire.
I'm surprised that they decided against going for that, as I think that sentry just out of range, unfortunately. They're going to have vision to big spot and not know that each other. Oh, now you're going to know. See you later, LC. Baiting him there with the ward. Rubik trying to save the life here, but in comes the damage. It isn't going to be enough. Silence ones will be massaged. They're going to silence him a second time, but it's unnecessary, as now Jackie will be fighting. They did use the Stampede here to close the gap, but Jackie with the Enrage. The Golden Retriever set is free to now go on his walkies. They both know that there's vision there. The false sense of security given by the Observer. Oh my goodness, the jump.
Dire's bottom
Okay.
tower has fallen.
Interesting. Pretty heavy commitment, but you do get something in return at least.
My house.
Burn more time off of this Aegis. We can see the one.
Yeah, they have to just play around. Does he have like a yields to stop the LC or anything on the Bat Rider? Just a blink?
Yeah, something, right? Just some sort of
Radiant
disable. A
are
silence actually in
scanning.
Orchid would be great. LC.
Yeah, maybe the center could just go for the LC. Like that, they just need to communicate it.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
the center is going for A, then the Bat goes for LC. If Bat goes for A, center goes for LC.
It's a bit tough though, right? Because it's not like you have redundant lockdown here. You really don't.
Yeah, but they have infinite sustain if A dies. If you can't die, you don't need stuns.
Sure. Okay. Ice Blast will be in fact, it's a BZ running a really fast play ready. He does have buyback though, and can always relocate back into the fight. Hyde in some trouble, they're controlling him, but there's gonna be a bit of cold feet odds in. They're not gonna be able to catch him. And Fearless actually in a bit of an awkward position here. There is actually a flaming lasso. The half on the LC from behind. There's gonna be the portal to relocate on in. And nice job there setting up the Aether Remnant though to lock him down. And along with that Aegis expiring, I think that was a good bait out of the buyback.
Dire's
Without
top
the
tower
Aegis,
is
they
under
need-
attack.
How do they need this? They need to kill the IO.
Oh, there. It's that easy to force a buyback. Actually, Makoto in some serious trouble. Good force step out in the sustain. Oh, did get the can the Wisp sustain it? Yes, he can. It's not even close. The ulti. Nice action. Does catch the A yet again. And as you say, it has been Ice Blast consistently. Jackie, though, is continuing mad fighting now onto Hyde. He's in a really bad position here, though. Still has that enrage, so he's going to be able to walk himself back up to the high ground along with the Glimmer Cape. So he's actually A-okay. Q actually going for a bit more. They do have the ulti here now on the Abba. Fearless actually taking an astral step out. No longer has any to, well, he still has one actually to play with. But again, boom, I think they're going to keep on going. They actually got a dive back there out from the LC. Still having a creep wave that they're now going to fortify. Ooh, this could be a lane of barracks, perhaps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The issue is Ice Blast has such a short cooldown,
Dire's
doesn't
top
it?
tower has fallen.
Yeah, but they didn't land it on the Shadow Fiend. That's why they couldn't kill him. They're so close to killing him, but they just too much sustain, you know, from the IO.
Dire's top
Here we go.
barracks.
And it's a Bat Rider going for a bit
Radiant's
of a kill. Oh, yet
bottom
again.
tower is under
That
attack.
PZ, that's going to prevent the release. Finally, will get it out. The debuff will catch a few heroes, but they don't get that damage, and they already have to back off.
That's so good. They understood they just need to kill the A or stop him.
Big catch there.
Dyer's top
BKB back off
barracks are under
cooldown here for
attack.
Makoto.
Dyer's top
Level
barracks
23.
is
Yeah, he's gonna try and man fight him here.
Radiant's
No,
middle
there's gonna be the
tower is
control.
under
And with
attack.
no LC here, he's in some serious trouble being dragged all the way back, trying to life steal off of Kesky, but he's gonna pop that borrow time yet again. Makoto that will be controlled. The Whistle, Dreamers all BKB'd up, healing him through quite easily without even an issue. Didn't even break a sweat. Makoto still ready to go in. Has the BKB. There's gonna be an LC kill for him for free. Thank you very much. And two
Dyer's
more
middle
kills. It's
tower
just been a
has
constant
fallen.
high ground siege here.
Dyer's middle barracks are under
It's
attack.
way too much sustain, you know.
Dyer's middle barracks
at the end of the day, that's
has
really
fallen.
all it is. The AA is going to respawn
Dyer's
here,
middle
but
barracks
Boom
has
Esports,
fallen.
they're going to back off. They have no reason to continue pushing. Stampede, though, it's got a problem where it's kind of a one-way ticket, though, isn't it? It's not like using just one Astral Step. That's committing both Astral Steps, especially if you Stampede in or you Stampede out.
Just for the damage reduction.
It is. But that's what I'm saying. It can get you on a one-way ticket to you know, you can get on the pain train.
That's all they need, though. You think about how the fights are gonna play out. If LC blinks in, he dual summon, and with the Ice Blast on top, and you pop the Stampede and the hero doesn't die,
Oh, he's not.
well, they are not gonna win the fight.
That's true, right? That's really all they need. They just need that extra 5 or what is it, 4 seconds there of the damage immunity or damage reduction rather.
Damage, immunity,
Well, yeah. Let's not. That would be
OS Frog.
That's OS Frog. It's not like there's a hero that has also a
Sean
and
has
a hero
fallen
that's
to the
pure
radiant.
damage and a really good passive called Omni Knight that has damage immunity. But that's okay. And could be the target of a gank. Smokes break there on the illusions from Makoto.
They see him.
Oh, they do see him. This could be absolutely massive. Masaru's not too far behind. No, needs to get closer for the disc level. The voice staff gonna drag him to his death. Oh no.
All right,
Well,
that should be game.
wow! Buyback, Winter.
Dyer's bottom
Did not
tower
finish it. He
is
was
under
literally
attack.
going to buy and he got caught there. So he does have
Counting
buyback.
his lucky stars, maybe.
Counting his lucky star. Oh, thank God he didn't
Dyer's
just buy
middle
Rapier and
tower
feed a
is under
Rapier.
attack.
That would have been definitely GG. So he does have the buyback. So Dream of Soul.
Wait, we are the creeps.
Yeah, not really trees.
He wanted to cut the creeps. There's no creeps.
They've already been cut, allegedly. It looks like. Just gonna be chilling here for a few more seconds.
Who was it? Who was it?
Who cut my creep?
Who stole my farm?
There we go, though. Just having Makoto up front. Really tanked through everything here without a problem. There's going to be a stolen. My goodness, stolen lasso, and look at that. Dream of Soul is unable to Radius. He actually does not have the relocate available yet. Still with Aegis, still with BKB, though. It's going to be Shadow Friend. Jackie buying back here, trying to man fight, but there's the Stampede to get them all right back to safety. Are they going to go ahead and back off here, maybe? Try and just push that tier 2 bottom now, now that they've gotten the buyback off from Jackie? Is that the game plan?
I'm sure there are more ridiculous reasons. Hey
Dyer's
guys,
bottom tower
I know
has
I need
fallen.
to take a cigarette break right now. Too stressful.
Here they go, though. They're stressful indeed. Motivate
Dyer's
Trust actually.
bottom
They've got a
tower
pretty nice
is under
wrap around
attack.
going, but with no one on the high ground,
Radiant
I think
structures
Boom
are
Esports,
fortified.
they're gonna know what's going on. Smokes will break, and there's AA. He's gonna go down. And they actually try and turn this force on the high ground. Wow! But there we go. The LC getting dragged right away from that fight. No buyback available there. Jackie now just getting melted by Makoto. And
Dyer's
the GG's
bottom
will be
tower
dropped
is
in
under
2
attack.
minutes. Boom Esports take game number 1.
Dyer's bottom
Dial
tower.
with 2
Radiant
attacks.
victory.